Have you ever thought about how spending most of your time on the internet and growing up on the internet has affected like your interpersonal um connections? Like how exactly has the internet changed, like fundamentally changed how people interact with each other and like how people draw boundaries? And that's what I'm really thinking about right now. Like where not where did we go wrong, but why is Gen Z so weird? And I mean, why is Gen Z so weird when it comes to interacting with other people and what is deemed acceptable on and off the internet, and how no other generation has this level, like there's no other generation where these type of person to person connections are have changed so much due to the internet. Like there's no other generation with it. Like me, I've probably been using the internet, like on the internet, like talking to other people since 2011, right? So from 2011 to now, I want to say most, maybe not most, but a significant number of my human interactions, person to person, have been through the internet. And with that is anonymity, anonymousness. I can't pronounce it, but like I know what I'm trying to say. We have a significant amount of anonymity, especially starting out. Like when I was first on the internet, like nobody knew who I was. There was no, oh, this is so and so from that place. Like, no, I was not telling anybody my name in the beginning. It was until recently, actually, where I was making friends and being like my true self on the internet. And I think that really has an effect on how Gen Z people interact with each other. And I don't think all of it is bad. I think some of it is actually good. Like openness is good. Um not much not much conversation is really taboo in the same way that things used to be. Like you can talk about anything. You will find the community to talk about whatever. Like if you need to talk about something, you can find people that are ready to talk about it. And that is a good thing. Like that will always be a good thing. Having people ready to talk about anything under the sun with a lot of criticism often and backlash and interact, like there's not often times where you will fully be in just a loop of the same, like you will see somebody on the internet that disagrees with what you believe in, and that for the most part is good. You want to have those type of interactions, right? That you really can't have and be comfortable having in person. Well, I'll get into that later, but Gen Z is comfortable having very interesting conversations in person, in public, and that's also not really a bad thing until you get into like context and stuff. But it, how people interact with each other on the internet is very interesting, and I think part of it is stemming from like how, I don't know how to say this, but I think I want to make a big distinction between how people interact with celebrities and other people on the internet. And I'm not talking about like I'm when I say celebrities, I'm talking about like celebrities on and off the internet, like, and maybe not even just on and off, but like there's a significant amount of people that are interacting with this person on a level that is like this person is known as an internet celebrity or as just a regular actor, singer, songwriter, whatever they are. That is like a celebrity person. They could just be like some sort of celebrity influencer or whatever, but they are a celebrity. And because of the internet, I want to say in the recent years, like this is where I've really been seeing it, because of what a celebrity and influencer is becoming so broad and so loose, I think that is where you really start to see interactions become very strange. And don't get me wrong, I be on Twitter saying what I feel like saying about whoever I feel like saying it. It might be mean sometimes. It might be like, you know, it's Twitter. So Twitter, you can say a lot of stuff. And it's like when does stuff become bullying a person, and can you truly bully a celebrity and things like that? Like interactions, like parasocial interactions between people and celebrities and people and just other people like that are not celebrities that just have a significant following or they went viral on TikTok once. Like those interactions are so different. And I saw I saw a really, and it's not even just one post. I've seen multiple like very just strange ways of interacting with other people. Like there's no more, oh, like you're attractive, you're hot, you're pretty, you're cute. Like it's, they say horrible things to people, like really just uncomfortable stuff. They say the most uncomfortable things to other people on the internet. And it's not like this is a celebrity that will not see what you're saying. Often these are just regular people that are going to go through their comments and know, like they don't know what to expect. But they're going to go through their comments and they're like, "Oh, what is this?" And then it's like some weirdo that is definitely part of Gen Z, like just a weird kid talking about some mommy milkers or something like, why is that acceptable? Like, really, why is that acceptable? When did we decide that it was okay to say things like that to other people? And I will keep saying it again, like, I acknowledge that I'm probably guilty of this. Like, I'm not consciously thinking about what I'm saying on the internet often. And I think that's part of the issue is Gen Z is is not gonna think about what they're saying to other people on the internet because they've been on the internet for how long, and thinking about it like what are the real consequences of what you're saying. And that's what it is, the consequences of what you're saying on the internet versus the consequences of what you are saying on the internet if you said it in real life to a stranger are two separate things. Because we want them to be the same thing so that people can interact with each other regularly and it doesn't become like a trend to be weird to people in public, because that is a trend. People love being very strange to others in public, and it is just, it's entertainment for other people on the internet. And then the cycle of being a weirdo on the internet and then being a weirdo in real life is just, it's continuous and there's no way to really stop it. And like I'm really just rambling about it because the ideas are just coming to my mind and I'm just like, yeah, like that is so weird. Like that is weird, this is weird, everything is weird. Like I saw a video of a girl and it wasn't like she was ugly or anything, like she was just a girl, but she was in Target or something and she's gonna walk up to the man and be like, what did she say? She said something like, do you want to kiss me right now? Like, girl, you're in Target. Get up, stop. And it's just for like likes and stuff, for clout. And it's just, clout is a disease. It is a disease. And that is the problem. So you have these make people uncomfortable, be weird to other people on the internet things that people think are funny and it's cool, and then other people keep doing it, and it's just a cycle of being funny and not funny. It's not always funny. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it just, that type of funniness that just catches you off guard. That is what it is. It's like, oh, why did you say that? And then you laugh about it. But then there's like, oh, like that is not like haha. That's not haha funny. Like that is haha weird. And there's a lot of haha weird that people aren't understanding. It's very weird and strange. I'm just like, can we be normal for a second? Can Gen Z just be normal for a second? I'm about to start begging. Please be normal. Like, there's so much fun stuff about being normal. And like the value of being anonymous on the internet has really lost itself. Like, somebody can find you. Somebody knows who you are. Just be a little bit regular, please. Like, you can say all your crazy stuff in a group chat on private, but saying it directly to somebody is just wild and crazy. I don't know what people are thinking, but like, please get it together. Like, this video is going nowhere but everywhere all at the same time. And I just want to say, like, there's ways to interact with people, especially people you find attractive, because that's where it really is. If you find someone attractive, just say they look nice. Or not even finding people attractive. How people on the internet, especially on TikTok, react to other people in a relationship, those are crazy. Like, I think it's funny because I also do that stuff, but like, that is a problem. I'm being open and reflecting on how I am to other people on the internet, so that maybe you, a Gen Z person, or maybe you're not in Gen Z, maybe you know somebody that's in Gen Z and they're just kind of weird. Maybe they can also reflect. Like, have you ever just seen people, like, maybe they're two attractive people, or maybe they just have like a really good relationship, and they're on the internet and they make like a little video about how much they love each other, and then it's just like, wow, like, the bomb is strapped to my chest, like, let's go, like, we're done, I hope we break up. That stuff is weird, and that is not acceptable in real life. Like, you could not go up to a random couple that you see on the street in Walmart, probably. Like, you go in Walmart and you walk up and you be like, oh, you guys are so cute, I hope you break up. That's not gonna fly. That's weird. And doing it on TikTok is weird too. Like, it is weird. But there's just a certain level of what is acceptable, and I think that'll keep changing. That'll definitely keep changing for a while. Like, it'll keep changing, and I think hopefully it changes for the better, so that, like, maybe cyberbullying doesn't exist anymore like the way it used to, because of moderation. but if cyberbullying isn't what it used to, like, cyberbullying isn't what it used to be. What people would do on the internet, bullying people, is not possible in real life, because it's constant, and it is, like, it's constant. There's no getting away from bullying on the internet, because it's on the internet and people could do it at all times of day. And I think that is what I'm trying to say about all of this other weird behavior is, say somebody said something weird, like kind of harassy in person, you can walk away from that, right? you can report this person to the police. You can call the police. You can walk away. You can do all of those things. But on the internet, there's no like, get this person away from me. If they're a really weird person, they'll probably have like 3 or 4 accounts to keep being weird. And I know this is not just Gen Z. There's a bunch of people on the internet and there's a bunch of weirdos. But I just want to say that I just want Gen Z to reflect on how weird they can be and how uncomfortable other people probably are about it. I've seen multiple TikToks and people just talking about how uncomfortable certain comments make them feel. And it's like, other people are like, hey, but it's the internet, I can say whatever I want. But also, like, respect this person's boundaries. They don't want you to be a weirdo. Nobody wants you to be a weirdo. We want you to be normal. And that's what that's what it really comes to. Establishing boundaries on the internet is very hard because you're going to have to continue to repeat yourself and over. And this isn't like some parasocial relationship, you know. There's not going to be a bunch of people also correcting you because they think they're friends with the streamer they're watching or the YouTuber or the TikTok or whatever. That is not even the case. Like I'm talking about person to person, just random people on the internet, not famous, regular jobs, probably a student, like all of that stuff. Those are the people that don't have anyone to kind of sort through all the weirdos, you know? Like there's bigger TikTokers that also go through all of this stuff and it's just like, like they have more room. There's more people on their side defending them. But for a regular person that just blows up on TikTok for being attractive, starting out, they only have the weirdos in their comments. Like, and it goes from, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so gorgeous. You can handle that on the internet. You can handle you're so beautiful, you're so gorgeous. But when it gets to, wow, I want to see you pregnant. Oh, I love you, like just strange stuff. I want to see you pregnant is probably the most tame one for both men and women. Like I've seen it, my fair share of everything. Probably said something crazy. I don't say it to the people because I don't want anybody to, like, that's weird. But, you know, saying it privately. On the internet, I think it's better to say things privately than directly to the other person. Because in real life, you would say things privately instead of directly to the other person. But that is also not really becoming the case in real life either. So I have a job and I work and I go outside and I'm around other people, oftentimes my age, and I am also guilty of this, of just speaking about things that maybe you should not speak about in public, out loud, very loudly, and it makes other people uncomfortable. And I think part of it is because any other time I'm really comfortable speaking. Yes, Granny. There is a lot of people, including myself, that have become more comfortable in real life speaking about and talking like how they do on the internet. Me personally, I don't think what I say for the most part is not that crazy. But I've heard people saying crazy stuff. And when I say like making other people uncomfortable, like my conversations are those the ones like political, like between friend banter and stuff. Like that is how my stuff is. Like that's how I talk in public. I talk the same way I do on the internet, which could make other people uncomfortable because like, why would you call this person that word? Why are you even talking about this here? Why are you talking about like actual things in public? And like it could be dangerous to speak about certain things in public the way I do. Like I could, if I was in the wrong area, I could get into some trouble with other people. But I'm here, aren't I? So it doesn't really matter. But it's it's more like other things, like people would literally be uncomfortable to sit by you if you to be around you with some of the things people say in public. Like and and yeah. So I just wanted to really ramble and reflect on how to be normal. Or why we aren't normal. Why Gen Z isn't normal compared to everybody else. And it's like I mean an overwhelming amount of Gen Z, because there's definitely Tumblr didn't exist for no reason. Millennials are strange, right? But that generation of Gen Z, that generation that was the fruit of the labor of what millennials have done to the internet, to the world, is what Gen Z is. And that is why, like, that is the core of it. That is why everything is so strange, because we're the people that grow in it. Like, if your fertilizer is something crazy, if the water you're watered with is something crazy, if that plant is about to grow very strong and tall, and maybe it might be radioactive and dangerous, you know? And that's what Gen Z is. And as we all get older, I think we'll all be able to like really identify like, hey, this is super strange. Like we're doing some strange stuff, and really stop and address it. But until we're older, as long as somebody keeps checking somebody, as long as the cycle of being checked on the internet stays, like it's so embarrassing to be the person of the week or of the day on Twitter or TikTok. It's embarrassing. As long as that keeps up, like we'll be perfect in like a couple months. By the time everybody in Gen Z is like 25, or I mean every like over 25, we'll be like really good. But only time will tell. So hopefully we can stop being strange. If we don't all stop being strange, majority of us can stop being strange. And I mean strange in like it's not so bad, but it could be worse. And you don't want to get to worse. And that's what I'm really saying. Like I want to stop us while we're ahead. If we can stop while we're ahead, then we will be like on the money in 5 years. Like really, well, we will be doing good. But if we don't stop while we're ahead, we're going to create even worse people than us, and that's why we need to address it to save the future. So like and subscribe, or don't. But if you want to see more stuff like this, and if you want to just hear me ramble, like really, subscribe. And also comment if you got to this point, like just comment like some of the weird things you've heard on the internet, seen on the internet, like to like, but in a conversation, like the weird stuff that you've heard people say to somebody that they don't know, that is a stranger. I would like to see it, because even though I spent this whole time like reflecting and stuff, I do I just think it is entertaining to like point and laugh, like put them on the in the gallery or whatever, and really just scrutinize it, like what the heck is going on here. Anyways, bye.